All right, so Remi, this is Sissany, Tanya, Ryan. Nice to meet you like this.
Meet you guys.
Remi, how many followers on TikTok are you up to?
I'm at 1.5 million.
Okay, let me play. We're going to explain what she does and why you're going to want to follow her in a second. Let me play one of her TikToks.
Back again with another realistic H&M haul. How dare I? How dare I think that this would look okay on me? Shame, 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 Remi. Shame.
Okay, now I know that this is very popular, and I think I know why. But just to understand, what is a haul?
A haul is when you buy a large amount of clothing items from one specific brand or retailer.
And
you try them on.
And you're trying on these clothes, and people are really relating to it. Why?
I think they're specifically relating to my realistic hauls, which are different than the average haul because I'm showing not only the good clothes, but also the bad.
And so when you say, for example, something from H&M isn't realistic in some way, what happens?
What happens with the brand or what?
Yeah, do you work with the brand? Does the brand incentivize you, but you're honest about it? And how does it work?
No. So usually when I do the realistic hauls, I'm buying those clothes myself and I'm not working with the brand. So that's kind of how I started doing it. I never thought it would get to the point it did. Now, of course, I'm working with brands now and even still trying to figure out how to do the realistic haul with that brand. But I think the brands reach out to me and they know, like, this is my thing.
What I was curious about is, hey, cool. Abercrombie, H&M, whoever it may be, is appreciating your platform and your voice. But what makes you popular is your honest opinion about something, which is their product. So there's a tricky line, isn't there?
It is. And I'm still figuring that out every day. A lot of what I do with the brands, maybe I don't do a realistic haul with them and there's like different kinds of ads I'll do. And again, I tell my followers I'll only do a brand deal if it's a brand that I like truly like. And when it comes to clothes, if it's a brand that fits my body, like I've shut down multiple deals because they just don't look good on me. And I'm not going to lie to my followers.
And what have you found this is not meant to be a pun, but I guess it's going to be, any common thread with some of these clothes that your followers said, you know what, I agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, I think that most of the brands, I try and do a big variety of ranging from different price ranges and whatnot. But I think what I try to do when I do the hauls is like showing people, like, I'm not bashing a brand. I'm not trying to make the brand look bad. I'm trying to be like, wow, like, this doesn't work on me. This does. Like this, they actually have some good stuff. And sometimes I'll be like, this brand needs to be more inclusive, but it's starting to work. Like some of the brands are starting to listen to me, which is what's making it worth it.
And I had to laugh.
That's really cool.
I was laughing at this. Let me play this other TikTok about your neighbor.
I literally was nicely listening to some soft Ariana Grande, just cleaning my apartment, and I get a note slipped under the door from the mean neighbor. The first day I moved in, she comes to my door and goes, "Hi, you're going to be quiet, right?" Who says that? Like, why not hello, welcome? Anyways, the note says, "Please lower the bass. I alerted management." Don't you dare slip that note under my door.
I mean, how disruptive can POV be, right?
That was the song. That was literally the song that I play on replay and look at myself in the mirror. Like, I'm sorry, having a lot of issues in the new apartment building, but yeah, I mean, I got to do what I got to do.
Did your neighbor respond to that or hear about that?
No, but she clearly does not like me. She came to me the first day when I moved in. I was all excited. Yay, my first new studio. She comes to the door and goes, "Hi, how are you? I just want to make sure you're going to be quiet." Who says that when you're meeting someone? Very rude.
Oh, rude.
It's not going to stop me from the realistic hauls though. But yeah, now I have my own. I purposely just moved out, was living with my roommate and got a studio because my roommate was great about it, but I'm loud, like can't lie that I'm loud. I don't think that I'm disturbing anyone, but like I'm singing, I'm running around. I'm just trying to entertain.
Sounds like the perfect roommate to a lot of people.
Yeah. A neighbor for that. Exactly. Remi, you're so authentic and you're so yourself on all of your TikToks. Where does that confidence come from? Like, have you always been this way since a little girl?
So a lot of people ask me this. I think that there's two types of confidence because I'm very like in the middle of this right now. I think there's mental confidence and body confidence. When it comes to mentally confident, like I think I've always been this way. I think I've always been like, I'm a sensitive person. I do like care about what people think, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm Remi Bader. This is who I am. Then when it comes to the body confidence, I've talked about a lot. I gained probably 40 to 50 pounds in the past year and it's been a struggle. And I will always be open with my followers about that. Like, I don't think I'm 100% body confident. So when everyone, keeps saying, I want to be as confident as you, like, I'm trying to make a point that, like, I'm not even there yet, but I'm not going to hide in my room. I'm going to still show myself to people.
I have to say, it is so cool that we live in a time where you have TikTok and you have all these places where you can just, from your studio, you can speak that and you can say that. Because when we grew up, these conversations, these types of things didn't happen. Not only from the modeling of clothes, but just what you're hearing now. They didn't happen.
Yeah. My parents, like, they didn't get it at first, what I was doing. Like, they were just kind of like, they thought it was great, but they, didn't know what even TikTok was. And they just were like, now, of course, they get it and they're happy. And again, we didn't know it was going to get to the point it was. I did this because I lost my job during COVID. I had nothing to do. I'm like I want to work at all times. And I just was like, what do I do? This all started in my room alone, making videos, never thinking it would get to the point it did. And it's still, because we're not really over the pandemic yet, like, been in my room. And I think that's why it all hasn't hit me yet. Like, I've been doing everything from home. Like, when things start getting like more back to normal, which they are, I think it'll like really hit me, like, what's happening. Like, it's crazy.
Well,
but
keep
don't you
it
feel
up.
like you have like community in that? Like, isn't it kind of beautiful that you've been alone, but you feel like you have this community of people?
100%. I don't think that the people like my followers realize how much they've been helping me through this time. Like, when I started this, I was in a very bad place. Like, I am so much happier. And like, it's crazy. Like, people want to pretend they don't care what people say, but like, the beautiful things that people say to me every day, like, make me realize that about myself. And like, we've all been sitting home during the pandemic and found each other through TikTok, and people are like, love you from India, love you from China, wherever it is. That's and it's awesome. Crazy. And it's amazing.
Well, I hope you get to meet some of them as we get through this pandemic. Remi Bader, you can follow her on TikTok. Thanks for coming on. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you too. I was so excited about this, and I'm so happy to meet you guys. And
well, you're welcome to TikTok about my shirt. I mean,
I love it, Ryan. I love that shirt.
Getting mixed reviews about this.
Yeah. How about I put that shirt on? I'll try it on, and then I'll show it for my followers and be like, "How do you think it looks on me?" A realistic Ryan Hall.
I'm so down. A Ryan Hall.
Realistic Ryan Hall.
So good.
You're the best. Nice to meet you. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.